1. Have you ever felt like life keeps knocking you down again and again until you no longer have the strength to get back up? You wake up in the morning already exhausted, drag yourself through the day, and lie down at night asking, what's the point of all this? Why am I still fighting when everything feels meaningless? Maybe you've failed in your career, or the pressure of bills and responsibilities is slowly crushing your chest. Maybe you've poured your heart into something, only to see it fall apart. And now, you're tired of trying, tired of pretending to be strong, tired of always saying, I'm fine, while inside, you feel broken. But let me tell you this, falling down is not the problem. Staying down forever is. Because life was never meant to be easy. It was meant to test you, shape you, and remind you of the strength you carry inside. So let me ask you, how long do you want to stay on the ground before you rise again? We often think we're exhausted because of work, money, or responsibilities. But the truth runs deeper. We lose the drive to stand up when we forget why we started in the first place. Look around. Many people once had big dreams, but life slowly pulled them into a cycle of bills, obligations, and expectations. Every day their dreams faded a little more, replaced by the same question. Why am I so tired? Why can't I feel motivated anymore? Take, for example, a 35-year-old office worker. He once had a passion for creating, even planned to launch his own project. But the pressure of a mortgage, kids' education, and aging parents kept him stuck in a job that drains his energy daily. He's not lazy or weak. He's trapped. Or a woman in her 40s who once overflowed with energy and personal ambitions. After years of giving everything to her family, she slowly lost herself. Each morning, she wakes up not excited for life, but simply to fulfill obligations. Maybe you've been there too, not lacking ability, but lacking a reason to keep walking. The real issue isn't the tiredness itself. The issue is that we've let that tiredness bury the values and dreams we once pursued. And when meaning disappears, so does motivation. 3. So, how do we step out of this cycle of exhaustion when every day feels like a copy of the one before? The answer isn't about changing your whole life overnight. Motivation doesn't always come from giant leaps. Sometimes it's born from small, consistent actions. First, ask yourself a simple question each morning. If today were my last day, how would I want to live it? Be honest with your answer, and you'll discover what truly matters. When you focus on that, other fatigue becomes lighter. Second, learn to break your goals into small pieces. You don't need to climb the whole mountain in a day. Just one more step, then another. If today is a little better than yesterday, that's already enough. Motivation doesn't come from seeing the whole path clearly. It comes from knowing, I'm still moving forward. Third, remember the times you thought you couldn't go on, but you did. That is the clearest proof of your strength. If you survived those moments, you can overcome this one too. Sometimes the difference doesn't lie in circumstances, but in how we choose to see them. Fatigue might just be a signal you need rest or adjustment, not a command to give up. Let every day be more than just existence. Let it be another line in a story that at the end of your life, you'll proudly say, I did not give up. 4. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man named Min. In his early 20s, he was full of dreams, to build a career, to support his family, to live a meaningful life. But then, everything collapsed at once. His startup failed. He was in debt. Friends left. Every night, he lay awake staring at the ceiling, asking, why me? Maybe I should just give up. For months, he did nothing. He stopped meeting people, stopped trying, stopped even looking for a way out. That was his rock bottom. But one morning, something shifted. He saw his mother quietly putting money into an envelope for his younger sister's school fees. Her hands were rough, her back slightly bent. At that moment he realized, if I give up, it's not just me who suffers. My family suffers too. So he stood up. Not all at once, but step by step. He took small jobs, paid off debts little by little, rebuilt his skills. It wasn't easy. Many times he wanted to quit again. But he told himself, even if I fall 100 times, I'll rise 101. Years later, Min didn't become a billionaire or a celebrity, but he became someone his family could rely on, someone who could look at himself in the mirror and say, I didn't stay down. This is the truth. Life will knock us down again and again. But the story people remember, and the story you will remember about yourself, isn't about how many times you fell. It's about the one time you chose to rise again. 5. So let me ask you again. How long do you want to stay on the ground before you stand up? Falling is not the problem. Everyone falls. Everyone fails. The real danger is when you decide to stay there, when you convince yourself that lying down is easier than rising again. But here's the truth. Every time you rise, you are rewriting your story. Every time you rise, you are telling life, you can test me, but you cannot break me. So if you are listening right now, feeling like giving up, I want you to take a deep breath and whisper to yourself, I will not waste my life lying on the ground. I will rise again. And I want to leave you with one thought, one that may stay with you for a very long time. The greatest victory is not in never falling, but in rising every single time you fall. Save this video if you need to. Share it if someone you love is struggling. And remember, you are stronger than you think.